From ancient Greek computers to mysterious flying machines, history holds secrets that challenge everything we know about early human technology. Join us as we explore 10 incredible artifacts and sites that make modern scientists scratch their heads. The Antikythera mechanism, found in a shipwreck off the Greek coast in 1901, is a mind-blowing piece of ancient technology. This bronze device, about the size of a shoebox, was basically an ancient computer that could track the movements of planets and predict eclipses. Made around 100 BCE, it used an amazing system of at least 30 bronze gears working together. Think of it like the inside of a fancy watch, but way more advanced. What's really fascinating is that this level of technology wasn't seen again for another 1,000 years. Scientists using modern X-ray machines have found that this device could calculate dates of the Olympic Games and even adjust for leap years. The craftsmanship is so precise that it makes us wonder just how advanced the ancient Greeks really were. Let's look at one of archaeology's most shocking discoveries, the Baghdad batteries. Found in Iraq in 1938, these simple clay pots contain something extraordinary: copper cylinders and iron rods that might have created electricity over 2,000 years ago. Each pot, about the size of a soda can, held a copper cylinder with an iron rod in its center. When filled with vinegar or other acidic liquid, these components could produce a small electrical charge, about 1 volt per pot. While some think these were used for electroplating jewelry or religious ceremonies, others suggest they might have been used for pain relief, like ancient versions of modern nerve stimulation devices. Modern replicas have proven these batteries could work, though their actual purpose remains a mystery to this day. Now let's fly into one of archaeology's most puzzling mysteries, the Quimbaya artifacts from ancient Colombia. These small gold objects dating back to 1000 CE look remarkably like modern airplanes, complete with what appear to be wings, tail fins, and even landing gear. About the size of a coffee mug, these golden figures have baffled experts for years. When scaled-up models were built following their exact design, they actually showed real aerodynamic properties. Some researchers suggest these might be stylized representations of birds or insects, but their features match modern aircraft design principles too closely to ignore. The most fascinating part? The Quimbaya civilization had no known contact with aviation technology, yet they created these incredibly accurate miniature aircraft models. Whether they represent real flying machines or are simply artistic coincidences remains one of archaeology's most debated topics. Göbekli Tepe in Turkey completely changes what we thought we knew about early human civilization. This massive stone temple was built around 10,000 BCE. That's 7,000 years before the pyramids. What makes this site amazing is its massive T-shaped pillars, some weighing up to 20 tons, arranged in perfect circles. These pillars are covered with detailed carvings of animals like lions, bulls, and birds. The really mind-bending part: this was built by people who hadn't even invented pottery or farming yet. They were still hunters and gatherers, living in a time before wheels or metal tools existed. The building skill shown at Göbekli Tepe suggests that humans were capable of complex architecture and organization way earlier than we thought. This discovery has forced historians to rethink the whole timeline of human civilization. The Nazca lines in Peru present us with an amazing puzzle: enormous ground drawings so huge you can only see them properly from high in the sky. Created between 500 BCE and 500 CE, these massive designs include animals, shapes, and straight lines that stretch for miles across the desert. The real mystery is how the Nazca people made such perfect drawings without being able to see them from above. These lines are incredibly accurate. Some are perfectly straight for miles, and the animal figures maintain their proportions even though they're bigger than several football fields. The lines were made by removing the dark desert rocks to reveal lighter soil underneath. While some think they were made for gods to see from above, others suggest the Nazca people might have used sophisticated surveying techniques we don't fully understand. The precision of these drawings still amazes modern engineers. Let's explore one of the most fascinating mysteries from ancient India, the Vimanas. These flying machines are described in detail in ancient Sanskrit texts like the Vedas and the Ramayana, written over 2,000 years ago. The texts talk about these vehicles as advanced aircraft that could fly in any direction, hover in place, and even travel between planets. The descriptions include specific details about their construction, using materials like lightwood and thin metal sheets, and mention different types of vimanas for various purposes. What's really interesting is how these ancient texts describe flight mechanics that sound surprisingly similar to modern aviation principles. They mention concepts like lift, different flight modes, and even what seems like radar technology. While we can't prove these machines actually existed, the technical knowledge in these texts raises some interesting questions about ancient Indian science. The Great Pyramid of Giza is a masterpiece of ancient engineering that still baffles modern experts. Aligned almost perfectly with true north, it's off by only 0.15 degrees. That's more accurate than the Greenwich Observatory in London. The pyramid's base forms an almost perfect square, with sides differing by just a few inches over a length of 756 feet. What's amazing is that the ancient Egyptians built this 4,500 years ago without modern tools, satellites, or even the compass. The pyramid also sits exactly in the center of Earth's landmass and is built to a scale that relates to the size of Earth itself. Some of these measurements match modern mathematical constants like pi and phi, which weren't supposedly discovered until thousands of years later. These incredible facts make us wonder, how did ancient builders achieve such remarkable precision? Puma Punku in Bolivia shows engineering skills that would impress even modern builders. These ancient ruins feature huge stone blocks cut with such perfect precision that they fit together like giant Lego pieces. Some of these stones weigh up to 130 tons. That's as heavy as 2 large tanks. What's amazing is how these blocks were cut with perfectly straight edges and right angles. The holes and grooves in these stones are so exact that they look like they were made by machines, not hand tools. The big mystery is how ancient builders made these cuts without modern technology. These stones are also made from granite and diorite, some of the hardest rocks to work with. Even more puzzling is how these massive blocks were moved from quarries many miles away up into the mountains at 13,000 feet above sea level. One of the most mysterious lost inventions from ancient Rome is flexible glass, a material that could bend without breaking. According to historical accounts from Petronius and Pliny the Elder around 30 CE, a craftsman showed Emperor Tiberius a glass vessel that wouldn't shatter when dropped. Instead of breaking, it only dented, and the craftsman simply hammered it back into shape. The emperor, worried this invention would devalue gold and silver, had the inventor executed and his workshop destroyed. The recipe for this remarkable glass died with him. Modern glass experts are fascinated by these accounts because creating flexible glass is still challenging today. While some suggest it might have been a type of malleable aluminum oxide or a special crystal structure, the exact composition remains unknown. This story shows how advanced Roman technology might have been, and how politics sometimes held back innovation. The Piri Reis map from 1513 is one of history's most puzzling discoveries. This map, drawn on gazelle skin, shows coastlines that shouldn't have been known at that time, including a surprisingly accurate outline of Antarctica without its ice cover. The really strange part? Antarctica wasn't officially discovered until 1820, and we only confirmed its actual coastline beneath the ice using modern radar in the 1950s. The map was created by Turkish Admiral Piri Reis, who said he based it on many older maps, including some dating back to the time of Alexander the Great. Modern scientists have found the map's measurements to be remarkably precise, especially for navigation purposes. Even more fascinating, it shows mountain ranges in South America that European explorers hadn't discovered yet. Thanks for joining us on this journey through history's most amazing technological mysteries. These discoveries remind us that ancient civilizations were incredibly smart and creative. If you enjoyed learning these secrets, hit like, subscribe, and share with your history-loving friends.